What's up all you gamers? If you want to see what I think is a really nice build for just mowing down enemies and just pumping out DPS, then stay tuned. That's coming up next.
Pew, 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 pew. Pew, 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 pew. Whee.
Welcome back all you guys and girls. So we're back here at the trusty gun range, and I've had a little bit of a change to my ensemble as such. What do you think? Looks quite cool, eh? But you're not here for that. You're here to see the build. So let's chuck this on to the highest it gets. And like I said, this is about mowing down enemies. Now look at this. And they're gone. And obviously we're using the chameleon in this build, so we're going to want to pop off a few headshots just to get that bit as well. One thing I haven't got on this is any kind of weapon handling, which I think would actually help a little bit, especially with the headshots. The chameleon is not the best for accuracy, to be perfectly honest. Right, so that's there, and now we're fully buffed, so let's have a look, shall we? That's some nice damage. Nice damage to everyone. Right. And this build is not min-max, so you can definitely be doing more than that. And I'd say this is a really fun build. So what have we got on? Let's have a look. So I'm using the gunner class mainly for the 5% additional rate of fire. And you get the, I believe it's 10% armor on kill. It just helps with your survivability a little. Because to be perfectly honest, this build is not the most survivable. But there is a way around that, and I can show you that in a minute. But obviously we've got the chameleon. And the chameleon, I have been trying for ages to put this into a build that's good. I've tried shield builds, I've tried high DPS builds, I've tried everything. Your character falls over quite a bit, and it's quite hard to make this gun work. I wanted to love this gun, it is an amazing gun, but it's a love-hate gun. So I think this is probably the best build I've made with it so far. And as you can see, it's not a bad little roll, and its talents are hitting 30 headshots gives 20% critical hit chance and 50% critical hit damage for 45 seconds. Hitting 75 body shots gives 90% weapon damage, which is the big one. 90% weapon damage, that's massive. And hitting the leg shots gives you reload speed. Really fast reload on this once you've popped off all the leg shots. What you want to do, get the body shots, get the headshots, get the leg shots. That's the way I'll do it anyway. And just over here, what you want to put on is the Coyote's mask, for the sheer fact that it gives you the extra crit chance that you're after. Especially with this set, that's kind of vital. And I've got not a bad one there. Good weapon damage, crit hit chance, crit hit damage, and crit hit damage. And what you'll mainly want to do with this build is make it so that you're hitting that 60% crit hit chance. That's the main thing. So as you can see there, 0 to 15 meters and 15 to 25 meters, they'll be the only ones you'll really be worrying about. You ain't going to worry too much about 25 plus. You won't be hitting them with this gun. So critical hit damage and crit hit damage and 10% hit chance. So that'll be the main one you'll probably be taking advantage of, the little bit of extra crit hit chance. And for your chest, for your backpack, for your gloves, and for your knee pads, you're going to want the Negotiator's Dilemma. I have been trying to make a really good build with this for ages, and I've not been able to. I've tried it with Bullet King, I've tried it with a few, and it's kind of subpar. I feel like a lot of the other sets have overtaken this one quite a bit now. This build, I think, is the best that I've made with this like kind of ensemble put together. So obviously you've got the 4 pieces, which gives it critical hit marks enemies for 20 seconds up to 3 marks. When you critically hit a marked enemy, all other marked enemies take 60% of the damage dealt. When a marked enemy dies, gain 2% critical hit damage, stacking up to 20 times. Basically it means you're going to get 40% extra critical hit, and you're going to get 60% on every enemy that you're damaging. But if you have a look here, because of the backpack, that goes up to 100%. And over here, because of the chest piece, it goes up to 5 marked enemies, which is really nice, because you can kind of not use this as a spray and pray build, but you do sometimes mow it from left to right, especially if there's a group of ads that all jump out of a door at once. Mow it from left to right, pick up all the crit hits on them, and then focus on whoever you want, and most of them will die. Obviously you can see, like I said, this isn't a perfect build. Repair skills will definitely not be something that you're aiming for, but weapon damage is. Weapon damage is your top, then it's your crit hit chance, and then it's your crit hit damage. Basically, if you wanted to get to, I would say, perfect build, get crit hit chance probably to 50%, because most of the time you'll be getting the 10% from the mask. And then with the rest of your pieces over here, you'll want to be getting the crit hit damage as much as possible, crit hit chance obviously to build it up to that, and then you'll want to put on whatever headshot damage is afterwards. The last piece that you'll want will be just here, and that is to get the assault rifle damage, and that is the Fenris holder. Obviously, if you wanted to muck around and you didn't have the exact bits I did, like say for example you wanted the Fenris holder to be the negotiators and this one to be the Fenris piece, that's fine. That is completely fine. But as you can see here again, you've got a bit to work with, isn't maxed out on anything as such. You're just using it for the assault rifle damage, and then you'll want more crit damage, bit of crit chance, and weapon damage. And like I said, if for example you're up to 50%, then probably put some headshot damage on it instead. And that is pretty much your main build. The secondary, I haven't actually chucked anything on there yet. I've been a little bit lazy with this one. I would say probably put something on there that is a marksman rifle, say like a baker's dozen or something such as that, just in case you're ever quite far back out of the action and you can't get into it just at the time. You would want a long range weapon. Now down here, what I've put on, this build is not, as I said, is not the most survivable, so chuck on this, which is your holographic decoy, and chuck on this, which is absolutely amazing for this build, the shock trap, because you'll chuck that at, they'll run in, they'll get shocked for about 3 seconds I believe it is, and then you'll be mowing them all down, and you'll probably kill most of them within those first 3 seconds. If you don't, you'll at least mark 90% of them, and then you can fall back a bit and then take pop shots. What you could do as well, if you wanted to be, because like I said, this isn't the most survivable, but it is a really good build, and it works really well in team builds. So if you're running with a team or you're joining a mission with people, this is a really nice one to have. What you could do is chuck on this backpack right here, which has got bloodsucker on it, and then what you'll want to do will basically be chuck on your negotiators down here, and then because you've got the bloodsucker on it, obviously I can't do it at the moment because I don't have the other piece unfortunately, but say for example you were shooting all of these and they've all got crit, then as soon as you take them all out, say that there, I think you took out 2 there, every time someone dies you will be getting the bonus armor. You will have so much constant bonus armor, it is unbelievable, and your build will not be squishy. The only thing is you will only be doing the 60% damage instead of the 100% damage, unless you wanted to muck around with the build completely and take out the Coyote's mask, but I wouldn't really advise that, to be perfectly honest. Right guys and girls, hopefully that's helped a few of you out with a new kind of build to run, something to try out. And as always, for all the Division content and all the new Xbox latest and greatest games coming up, especially Outriders, Cyberpunk and Diablo when it's out, hit that subscribe, hit that bell icon for notifications, and I'll see you all next day. I'll leave you guys with a bit of footage of this build. Take care.
top floor. Take the stairs to the right of the elevator and make your way up.